real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome into the Fanatical Massholes show, where we talk that ish from a fan's perspective. This is for the fanatics, by fellow sports fanatics. You know how we do this. I got my guys with me. I got Marky, Wakil, my man Insane Lex. What's going on, gentlemen?
What it do? What it do?
Man, I can't call it, man. It's raining up here. Well, it's cloudy up here. So looks like we about to have the same summer like we had last year. Nice kind of give you a little tease, and then it just rains all weekend.
Yeah, we flooded. We flooded down here.
Damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm trying to get my green thumb on and plant some flowers, but ain't nothing gonna grow because they need sunlight and it's just raining. So we're gonna see. We'll see. All right, y'all. We got a good show for y'all today. We're gonna get into we're gonna pick our division winners that we think in the NFC East and the AFC East after the draft. You know what I'm saying? So we'll revisit what we said come training camp, and we'll give everybody a mulligan to say, all right, I messed up on that. Now I'm gonna make this pick. And then once we do the picks and then start on training camp, that's final. That's when the money starts. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into that. We're also gonna do a tight all right for the NBA teams that have been eliminated for the playoffs. And we're gonna get into a little bit of what Patrick Beverley did, because it was a bozo move, man, what he did. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into that. Before we do that, though, let me thank my sponsors. If you're looking to get a plate, Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook, Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. He's at Quinsigaman every Thursday for this semester from 11 to 3 for lunch. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. Excuse me. He specifies Zen, fried lobster tail, lobster mac and cheese, Cajun wings. He also caters any event you want. So hit him up. All the links will be up there on the screen. You'll see it. Also, if you're looking to get some clothes, Charles Price, a.k.a. C's Black, my man, Young Fly Forever, www.youngflyforever.com, young_fly_forever 508 is where you can get in touch with him at. He's got clothes for men, women, children. For a limited time, he's switching over to just women clothes, so get with him while you can. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. All right, fellas, let's get into it. So we got the NBA playoffs going on. Some teams advanced. We got one Game 7 that's about to come on in a little bit. Orlando at Cleveland. Had Orlando winning that series, so let's go Orlando. Show your grit. Let's get it done. But let's get into the teams that lost. Not the teams that advanced, but the teams that lost. This edition of Tight Eye. First team we're going to talk about is the Miami Heat. They lost to the Celtics in 5. I mean, he had a good season. I mean, not really a good year. They were the 7-8 seed. The players were hurt most of the season. Terry Rozier, who they acquired around the trade deadline, only played 31 games, averaged 16 points. He didn't play in the playoffs at all. Jimmy Butler obviously got hurt. He didn't play in the playoffs. Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler led the league in scoring at 20.8. Bam led him in rebounds, and Jimmy Butler led him in assists. So there's your problem there. Now I'm gonna ask you this: as if you're a fan of this team, how you feeling about this season? I'm starting with you, Wakil.
I'm all right with them.
Okay.
I'm all right with them. I mean, it's to the point for them where they need to make some moves on that roster. I mean, Jimmy Butler, he been getting hurt a lot. He get paid too much money.
Yeah. All right. I got you. Well, Lex, what's up?
I don't give two fucks.
Come on, bro. Can you play the game one time, right, bro?
No, but I'm giving my straight up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bucks is out. So we're
gonna get to them. We're gonna be a show.
Like, you
know me, a show to cry on, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's for. See, now you taking it too far.
Pause.
But I'm gonna say this: I'm all right with it though. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, you know what I rep over here. So once my team, they fall hard, but we ain't got to them yet. But I'm all right. So let's keep it moving.
Marky, can you show them how to play the game? Go ahead, Marky. Put me on.
If I'm a Heat fan, if I'm a Heat fan with everything that they've gone through this season, the injuries, the stuff like that, not really having anyone else kind of Jimmy Butler. I mean, you got Tyler Herro and Bam, but are they really stars? I don't put them in that category.
That's why I didn't even
Deal
mention
with
it.
those injuries and everything like that, and to still make the playoffs. And honestly, in a series, I thought you were going to get swept by an average of like 25 points a game.
Right.
To pull one out in Boston, I'm okay if I'm a Heat fan. You need to get someone. You either need to move on from Jimmy Butler and bring some new faces in, or you need to go get someone to pair with Jimmy Butler. I mean, no super team stuff, none of this. 3 big stars. Get another star next to Jimmy Butler and let everyone play off those 2 guys.
Got you. I'm with you. I'm tight because you made it to the finals last season, playing with house money. It should have been a better season. You acquired Terry Rozier. He should have been your de facto point guard. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler leading the team in assists is not a good look for me. Yeah, they pulled one out against Boston. They should have got swept because Jimmy Butler wasn't there. But they should have been a better team. Jimmy Butler wants the max, and he only wants 2 years. He wants to be a 2-year player, 2-year contract, on a max deal. That's not good. Not in Miami. You're not going to do that in Miami. So then what do? Like you said, you got to bring in somebody that plays along with them. Who can it be? You need somebody who's – Jimmy Butler's already alpha dog, so it's not going to be Jimmy Butler. How do you get a Kevin Durant? Do you have enough draft picks to get someone like him? Or Paul George or someone like that? You see what I'm saying? Exactly. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what you can really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be where you tear this thing down and build it back up, which is going to be really tough on the fan base.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I mean, look, I don't know. Where are we going? That's what I'm saying. Where are we really going? Where do we go now? I don't know, because what Jimmy Butler wants,
I mean, who do we
give him that?
Who do we even have in this? Who do you even have in this free agent class coming up? I haven't really looked.
So you got Caleb Martin from Miami. He's got a player option. He's probably going to take. He's probably either going to take it, so he'll be back. You got like Spencer Dinwiddie, Sadiq Bey, Gordon Hayward. No, like Tyus Jones. I mean, I'm down the list though. Let's go all the way up the list. If you go all the way up the list, like you got Paul George, James Harden. So maybe James Harden. You got Paul George, James Harden. Who else we got? I'm gonna think catch up to me. LeBron, obviously, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So guys like that, that's who's in the free agent pool.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Your only guy you're going to get in that situation, or that you should go for, is going to be Paul George, because James Harden and Jimmy Butler is not going to work. They're just
that's what I was going to say.
But let's pull at this angle. For James Harden's sake, they need a point guard, right? James Harden's not a leader. James Harden's not a leader. We're going to get to him, the Clippers, in a minute, and I'll tell you what he scored. He's not a leader. If you don't want him scoring like that, but he don't want to do that anymore. He wants to score, but might have to tell him, look, bro, at this stage of your career, you're a facilitator. Come here. This is Jimmy's team. They're the alpha dog. You don't have to do none of that. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work.
Ego. That's the problem. James Harden just wants the ball. Jimmy wants the ball. It's gonna cause a lot of conflict. I think Paul George is the guy you got to go after, but are you confident in Paul George to even be on the basketball court at all?
Exactly. Pascal Siakam's a free agent. Pascal Siakam is a free agent. I like him with Indiana.
I mean, you could pair him and Bam down low. You could let Jimmy work.
Yep. All right. Next team, the New Orleans Pelicans. They got swept by the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know, man. Zion got hurt. He played great against the Lakers. He had 40 in that playing game, but he went out and he strained his hamstring again. We talked about this. The man is just, I'm not body shaming this dude, but he's too big. Like, bro, you got to lose some weight.
Body shame the shit out of him.
All right, go ahead. So I'm going to start with you, Mark. How you feeling? All right, so go ahead. How you feeling?
If I'm a Pelicans fan, if I'm not even a Pelicans fan, if I'm the Pelicans, I'm blowing this up. This isn't working. Zion is not, he's not him. 2, he's too big. When he plays, yeah, he's good, but is he actually, like, great? I don't think he is. I think Zion was one of the guys that got the big height, never lived up to it, and they just don't want to give up on it. And at this point, that he won't lose the weight. He had that debacle with the porn star. He's not into basketball. Like, come on, dude. At this point, but it's over. It's over. Zion yeah.
Lex, what's up, man? I'll have it.
Blow it up.
I have to say, he pretty much just explained it right there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Done data. Like they need to put him on display. You know what I mean? Like he need to change it up. So my
All right. Yo, Wakil, what's up?
I'm all right on the Pelicans, man. Yeah, Zion, the yeah, the body weight, all that stuff like that. Like, yeah, ain't no leaders over there in New Orleans.
All Zion is a more talented Ben Simmons at this point. He doesn't care about basketball, doesn't care to be on the court. He's more concerned about his life outside the court. The littlest injury, he's out for 60 games. He gets out of bed, stubs his toe, and he can't play for 6 months. Like, it's just, I don't think he cares to play. He's got his money. He's set. He's living his life. Kind of the same thing with Ben Simmons. I just feel like both those dudes mentally don't have it. Time to move on.
Yeah, I can see D'Angelo Russell from Miami too. Anyway, my pick. So what I think about New Orleans, I'm tight as a fan. Like again, where are we going? What's the like? What do we get there and then we don't? We get to the play-in, or we either lose, or we get to at the 8th seed and then we lose in 6 because Zion's not there. Like they got to make a move on him. I think he's still owed money. I don't know what else you do with him. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's not gonna lose enough weight, if he's just too injury prone. You got to see what you can get for him. Brandon Ingram, he got hurt towards the end of the season. Like you said, there's no leaders there. Wakil said it. There's no leaders. They need alpha dogs. CJ McCollum is not that. He might be the player. He might be the president of the Players Association, but he ain't a leader in his own locker room. This thing's got to be either torn down or you're going to make some moves to get some stars.
You got to tear down everything. I'd say from top to bottom. That whole organization just screams dysfunction.
Right. And your center, Jonas Valanciunas, is a free agent. He might leave. He's probably going to leave because, he's not that big of an impact player, but the man, 13-9. You know what I mean? So he can rebound the hell out of the ball. He's physical. People are going to want. He's going to be looked at, and people are going to be coming throwing money at him this offseason. So he might be gone. So what are you going to do if you're in New Orleans? I don't know. I'm tight because where are we going now? We had so much promise with this number 1 pick in Zion, and it turned out to be nothing, and we got nowhere. Yeah, I'm tight. All right. Next team we got is the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll come to the Bucks now. Lex's team. They lost in 6 to the Pacers. Obviously, Giannis wasn't there. Giannis led the team in points and rebounds. Dame led the team with assists. You know, defensively is what let him down this season, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, defensively is what let him down.
Yep. Drew Holiday gone.
We're gonna leave Lex for last. I'll go first on this one. Yeah, like I said, I'm tight because where we going? No matter of fact, I'm all right. I'm actually all right because they fired the coach. This is the front office's fault. You hired a coach that you probably shouldn't have hired. He was 30-12, 30-13 when they fired him. 30-13. When the hell does that happen? That only happened one time. That happened with the Cleveland Cavaliers when they fired David Black. They went on to win the championship. This wasn't the same type of deal. Doc wasn't going to do that. Give him a year now to get this defense implemented. Dame and Giannis get more, you know what I mean? Dame's going through a lot off the court. That's not my business. I'm not trying to speak on that, but we know what he's going through. Let him get acclimated to Milwaukee more. I think the Bucks will be back in the same position next year, probably the 1 seed, and competing for a championship. So I'm all right. Go ahead, Joaquin.
I'm tight on the Bucks.
You did that because you did that because that.
No. The reason why is because I've seen this over and over again with the Bucks. Look, you got Giannis, you brought Dame over there. When you had Drew, you should have really got rid of Chris Middleton, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get rid of Chris. Yeah, bro, he's a liability, man.
What?
Chris Middleton is a liability.
Can I tell you what he averaged in the series?
I don't care what he averaged in the series.
Yeah, he averaged 24.6.
He doesn't take over games, bro.
Wait, Joaquin. Did you see the shots he hit in game 3?
We didn't see it. It don't matter. It don't matter. We done seen this before. When Giannis went out, when they had Drew and Chris Middleton, it was on Chris Middleton, you know what I'm saying, to get him over the hump. Guess what he did? He folded.
Hit 2 big shots to send it to overtime and tie the game. And then Tyrese Halliburton got fouled though.
Nah, man.
What?
I seen this before.
All right.
And
Okay.
look, the Bucks, as usual, being that it's a small market team, they not gonna reach in. I mean, they got Dame, cool, but like you said, they need some missing defense because they got rid of Drew. That's why Boston is better because they got Drew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm
I
tight.
get you.
I'm
You got
tight
me
on
there.
the Bucks.
All right. Go ahead, Marky.
I agree, man. I agree. If I'm a Bucks fan, I'm tight because just due to the fact Dame's getting older for one, so obviously you can tell by watching him this year, he's a little bit slower. The injuries are catching up to him. And then there's Giannis. I mean, you have this man doing too much out of his size. I mean, since he won the title, he's played 65 games or more once. You can't do that being Giannis. So you need to get this man some help. Above average, I would call it right now. Dame Lillard ain't the guy you need.
And that shit was hype.
Listen, I get it. So, but he's getting up there in age. He's not the same Dame we saw, hitting those shots in the playoffs in Portland and sealing series. That's not who he is anymore.
He had a 40-point game. He averaged 31 in this series in 4
I get what you're averaging 31 in a series and then closing out a series are two different things.
It's two different things.
KD dropping 30, 40, 50 points.
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell did it the
out?
other night. Donovan Mitchell dropped 50.
I know. No doubt.
Dame isn't the same Dame from Portland where he could close out a series, take the ball and be like, we got this. We're closing the series out.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think Drew is that guy either. But Drew is definitely a guy who can change what's happening on the floor. He can get people psyched up. He can get things going. He can get things moving. You need someone to pair with those two. It doesn't even need to be a megastar or even a superstar. You just need someone who's got a dog. Right now, there's no dog in Milwaukee, and Doc Rivers is a big problem.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers is a huge problem. He did this in Philly. He did this at the end of his tenure in Boston, and he took over Milwaukee, and they fell apart for the most part.
They fell apart. Yeah.
Doc's got to go. I'm sorry, he's not a good coach anymore. He's not.
All right, Lex. Go ahead, Lex.
Yo, as a Bucks fan, man, I'm tight. You know what I'm saying?
You should be.
Just for a simple fact, I did not see no reason for them firing the coach at that time. I can't remember dude's name off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like
Adrian.
They broke their record was like 30-13, and then they just fired him and brought Doc Rivers in. It just didn't make no fucking sense. You know what I mean?
They was doing for hype, bro, at a cheap price. That's what it was.
I'm tight, but I'm still rocking with him, I think, next year. But if they don't do no change with Doc Rivers, like he need to go, I don't know where it's gonna go from this point.
Adrian Griffin is the coach. Yeah, I'm all right. Listen, I'm all right though, but listen, you're right. You got beat by 25 in the game 6 closeout. Like that shouldn't have happened. You shouldn't have got beat by that much.
Pacers, bro.
But the Pacers can score though. The Pacers whooping their ass the whole season though. But mind you, Pacers.
I get that, but
Portland Dame Lillard wouldn't have let that happen.
Okay.
But
so if Giannis was playing, what did everybody think though? If Giannis was playing and
they would have won that series.
The Bucks. The Bucks winning that series. The Bucks
win that series, definitely.
That's why I'm saying I'm all right. You listen. Hold on. If when Giannis went down the way he went down, this was the best case scenario. I said don't even play him this series. If they get past him, cool. If they don't, whatever. Because that could have been an Achilles if he'd have came back. Remember, Dame has a strained Achilles too. You don't want 2 guys down with an Achilles, man. That's it.
And that's your superstar right there.
You know what? But you know what? Giannis and Dame both have in common when it comes to that? There's too much tread on their tires. They've been doing it themselves for their franchises. Dame in Portland, Giannis in Milwaukee by themselves for too long. They're beat
and that's why
up. And Giannis is way too big to be acting like this. Like that's the problem. Like he out here built like DK Metcalf. When you're playing basketball, a sport that involves a lot of running and it's a lot of stress on your joints, especially your ligaments from jumping up and down, you need to have some sort of mass to you. Giannis is too fit, sort of say. That was DK's problem. When DK Metcalf was at Ole Miss, he had 1.4% body fat. The dude couldn't stay on the field.
Absolutely.
Like you can't do stuff like that. And you've had Giannis do it for so long, just getting beat the hell up. Dame was getting beat up in Portland, and you're like, hey, let's take two guys who've been beat to shit and tell them to win a title together.
And that's what and that's why I'm saying when Giannis is gone, when Giannis is not on the floor, even if you still had Drew, Chris Middleton is supposed to be quote unquote part of the big three in Milwaukee.
All right. I'm not letting you do this. He averaged 24.6 in the series.
Man.
All right, fine.
Get rid of Chris Middleton.
Okay, all right.
But again, Dame averaged 31, but they couldn't close out games.
I got no doubt.
I can drop 35 points all I want in a loss. At the end of the day, we lost.
You got to close it out.
You got to close.
You got to be the closer. And Giannis is the closer.
I got
Giannis is the closer.
No doubt. All right, let's get to the next team, man. We got let's go with the Sixers, man. So the Sixers lost to the Knicks. Yo, this is the best series of the playoffs so far. 6 games. They got separated. They were separated by 1 point total. The 6 games and the 6 games that they played. Great series. Joel Embiid, he averaged 34.7 this season. The thing that kind of messed him up though was Tobias Harris averaged 17 in the regular season. He only averaged 6 points in this series. 6.5 points he averaged in this series. They lose to the Knicks in 6. Yo, Lex, if you're a Sixers fan, how you feeling today? You laughing?
I mean,
laughing at your own team.
I mean, I'm all right. They got there, but I don't know. The Knicks seem to be like on some. I don't know, bro. They trying to build them up. I know for your sorry ass losing Brooklyn Nets, but
damn, bro, damn, dog. What's that all about, bro?
You know, I'm all right. The Sixers had a pretty decent year, and I feel like they'll be back either in that same position or be in a better position. So I'm all right.
All right, Marky, what's up?
We know who Philly is. They're a good regular season team. They choke in the playoffs.
I knew you.
It is. That's what that is. If I'm Joel Embiid, I want out. I've been dealing with this shit for too long. I want out. And honestly, if I'm going to management, and I'm like, if you can't get me a mega star with me, I'm out of here. I'm not stepping on that court for you again. But in the same breath, they have tried doing this before. They've tried pairing Joel Embiid. Maybe it's just Joel's got to go. At a certain point, you got to look at the common denominator. You fired your coaches. You moved on from James Harden. You moved on from Jimmy Butler. You moved on from everybody because Joel Embiid. Okay, so the common denominator, all these situations where you remove people, comes down to Joel Embiid.
Yeah, you got to get rid of
Joel. But I'm saying maybe he's not that guy. Joel Embiid is a monster.
He had a 50 in game 3.
He's the best big man next to Jokic, but maybe Philly's just not where it's going to happen for him. He needs to go somewhere where they're going to utilize him correctly. Philly does. They have him take over games when needed to, but it's just when shit goes south, they're always the first to baby Embiid and blame everybody else. Maybe we stop doing that and we hold Embiid to the standard of what we should hold him to, which he's a megastar. I'm sorry. This dude should be dropping 40 to 50 a game. Taking over. He's basically, like Jokic, they're unstoppable. You can only hope to contain them. And he's been there for so long, and I don't even think they've reached a conference finals. Never mind a finals.
They haven't.
And so at a certain point, you got to say, this ain't working out.
Gotcha. Joaquin.
Man, I'm tight on Philly. Look, this goes back to Barkley, goes back to Allen Iverson, and now Embiid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they give him help with Harden, with Jimmy Butler first. Then Harden came there, they couldn't get nothing done. Yeah, switching coaches. I think he need to go too. He come to the Bulls.
Oh, see, don't do this. This is not the episode to do this, bro. Every time it's always about your team. He come to my team. He comes to my team. Look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm saying. I'm tight because now, again, what the hell are we doing? Where are we going? I think you're right. Joel Embiid Joel's not that alpha. He can't be the guy that you build around. He can't. He just can't. But is Tyrese Maxey the only piece? Who do you put around him? Now, mind you, I just mentioned Tobias Harris. He's a free agent. You know they're letting him go. They're bringing him to the airport. Like, here you go. We're gonna help you go. The fans are gonna carry him to the airport. Here's your bags. We'll holler. Buddy Hield is a free agent. For some reason, Nick Nurse decided not to play this dude the whole series against the Knicks. And when he did, Buddy Hield went off. Listen, you got to get, if you can get Jimmy Butler back, I'm with you. That'll be the move. Rewrite that wrong, get Jimmy back, okay. But yeah, I'm tight, like, because where are we going? Like, and as Marky said, if I'm Joel Embiid, yeah, it might be time to start exploring them options. What can we get for Joel Embiid?
I'd call
Is Joel Embiid going to want to leave?
I'd call New York.
The Knicks got picks up that yin yang. Knicks got picks for days.
And what Jalen Brunson is doing is absolutely fucking insane right now.
Him with Joel Embiid, it's over with. Him, Joel Embiid, Josh Hart, and them.
It's a wrap. If
Joel
doesn't get there,
Joel doesn't got to be the main dog. He got dogs around him. He doesn't got to be that.
Exactly.
New York got a bunch of dogs with him. So,
and New York has the capital. They have the room to do it. I mean, you're going to lose some pieces, but if you can keep Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson,
DiVincenzo,
and then add Embiid, bro, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Yo, Jalen Brunson,
Boston will be sweating all over.
Jalen Brunson averaged 35.5 in this series, 3 straight 40-point games, including the closeout game. So, man, listen, man, Knicks are here. All right. So we did the Suns now. We didn't do the Suns. The Phoenix Suns, they got swept by the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, he basically told Kevin Durant, yo, this is it. Pass that baton, bro. I got this. Go ahead, go take a seat. He averaged 31 in the series. Durant and Booker averaged 26 and 27 respectively. I mean, overall, they just were a bad fourth quarter team. They blew a lot of leads during the regular season. But against Minnesota, they were just outmatched. Minnesota just took it to them and kept taking it to them and kept taking it to them. That was the first round knockout. They crushed them in that series. Shit, man. Lex, if you're a Suns fan, how you feeling today?
I'm a little bit tight. Who happy when they get swept?
No doubt. Nobody should be.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm tight about that.
Gotcha. Mark, Wakil, what's up?
I'm tight on the Suns, man. I mean, just for the fact that when they brought Durant over there, I mean, they got rid of a lot. Yep. Yeah, they got rid of a lot. So, I'm tight on them, man. I mean, either they get rid of Durant, Booker gonna be there. Maybe they build around Booker.
Okay. I got you. Marky, what's up, man?
If I'm the Suns, it's kind of 50-50 because they did give up a lot to get Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal and bring them in. Yeah. And they kind of looks like they might have figured it out slightly throughout the course of the year, but they just had no one around them. But you have the other side of the coin here. This is Kevin Durant's 4th super team. None of them have worked. The only one that worked, he wasn't even that guy. It was Golden State. It was Steph Curry, Klay. He was just
already established.
Right.
Already established.
Kevin Durant. I'm so sick. I am so sick.
Now, yeah, you already said what you know about Kevin Durant because you're gonna get another takes, and we're not gonna agree with you on that. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for
Kevin Durant, dude. We don't
have time for that. Here we go. Now you're making us have time. Go ahead. Say what you're talking shit. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
Fuck Kevin Durant. I am sick of this dude.
See.
Wait a minute, hold on.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Listen, he's a box. He's a stat sheet filler. He's a stat sheet filler. That's all he is. That's all this man is. He's a stat sheet filler. He can't close it when he needs it done. He tried this.
He did against LeBron in Golden State.
But that was a long time. But that was Go ahead.
Brooklyn was his idea. Brooklyn was his idea, and that didn't work at all.
And Kyrie,
then he said, I want to go to Phoenix. That's my next idea. Phoenix didn't work. I'm up 3-1 on the Golden State Warriors. I have this. I'm going to the conference. I'm going to the NBA Finals. You blow the lead, and what do? Honestly, you can't beat him. Join him, dude. I'm over this Kevin Durant shit. The guy can score. Yes, he's not an all-time great. He's just a Jamal Crawford 2.0. The dude can
Jamal
Oh,
Crawford
my
too.
God.
Nah, I disagree with that.
Hell
I
he can
disagree
get
with that,
buckets
Mark.
for days. That I won't take away from him. But Kevin Durant can't win shit. He's never going to.
Durant is better than Jamal Crawford,
Yeah,
bro.
that's right.
I know
He's obviously he's better,
He
but
said
they're like the
2.0,
same
yeah.
kind of player.
Yeah,
All they're good
yeah,
for
yeah.
is scoring.
I love it. I love it.
I said this a few episodes ago.
I know. I love it.
Carmelo Anthony is
No.
better than anything.
No.
Is better than
No.
Kevin Durant.
No.
I
Better than
disagree
Kevin
with
Durant.
that too.
I'm not trying to cut you off again. I'm not trying to cut you off, bro. But no. We did this already. I'm not doing this again. But
Bro,
yo,
he
you're
took
right.
those Nuggets to the playoffs and those Knicks to the playoffs with like nobody.
All right, no doubt.
He had Amari Stoudemire, who was washed at that point.
Well, yeah,
in New York.
of course.
But that's what I'm saying. Kevin Durant by himself can't do anything. If you put Carmelo in his career trajectory of Kevin Durant with Brooklyn, with the Suns, with the Golden State Warriors, he maybe have 3-4 championships on it with these guys.
No.
Kevin Durant
Right.
is not him.
No. I disagree. But anyway, let me go. So I'm tired of him a Suns fan. Like, what do you again? You put a lot into these guys. You did what the NBA has basically set the rules in place for you to do, but it's going to cost you. You build a super team with three max guys, and now you can't fill the roster out. So now what do? You're going to have to either field calls for trades. Who do you build around if you're going to keep one guy? You're not going to build around KD because KD's 36, 37. You're not going to build around him. Or Buddy 38. You're not going to build around him. You're not going to build around Bradley Beal because he's always hurt. You got to build around Devin Booker, but here's the thing. If Devin Booker wants out, what if the Knicks call for Devin Booker? If the Knicks come to you and say, yo, we got this pick, that pick, and a guy, you're going to take that. Why? You don't have a draft pick for like 4 years or first rounder.
Yeah, they
You
fucked
don't have
up
any draft picks. You don't have any draft picks. So what are you gonna do? What are
you
gonna do?
You got to trade KD. You got to trade KD.
That's it.
That's
You have to.
You have
to.
That's all I'm saying.
You're not getting rid of Bradley Beal's contract. Bradley Beal's contract, and he has a no trade clause. You're not getting rid of Bradley Beal. You're stuck with him.
And you're not, and if you're Phoenix, you do not want to get rid of Devin Booker. This dude has built the franchise to this point. To move on from him is not an option. You got to move on from KD. But at this point, the NBA's seen it. What are you going to get for him?
A lot. They know you're trying to get rid of him. You're not getting much.
Not only that, and if you just look at the track record behind it, that's got to be. If you're a GM, you have to take that into account. Like everywhere KD has gone, has crashed and burned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
OKC crashed. Brooklyn crashed. Phoenix crashed. Golden State carried him.
Yeah, Brooklyn and Phoenix so far has been a royal, like, it's been like something for the record books the way them three teams have crashed. Look, the model is super teams are done. Anyway, let's move on. We got 2 teams left, and they're 2 LA teams. We're gonna start with the Lakers. No, the Clippers. They lost in 6 to the Mavs. Kawhi Leonard played in 2 games. Both games he played in, they lost. He led the league in scoring. He led the team with scoring. Zubac led the league in rebounds. Harden led the league in assists. Led the team in assists, I'm sorry. James Harden has 7 points in game 5 of this series. He had 21 for the series. Paul George had 19 for the series. He had 7 points in game 3, 15 in game 5, and only 18 in game 6, a closeout game, a game that you needed because it was an elimination game, and they couldn't get it done. Obviously, Kyrie and Luka. Kyrie went off in game 6. You see what he was doing. Carl, listen, how much as Kyrie messed, he made me want to put my hair on in Brooklyn. That's what I love about Kyrie. What he was doing to them, oh man, Kyrie's a baller. So I'm gonna start this because I already started talking about it. Clippers fan, man, I'm done. Forget tight. I'm past tight. I'm done. What are we doing? I know we're going into a new arena. I'm done though. I'm done. Like Kawhi, you got to be resigned to the fact that he's not going to leave LA anyway. Kawhi's there. You could trade him, but it's going to be for loss. I feel like Kawhi's going to say, you know what? If you trade me out of LA, I won't play there. I think teams know that. So Kawhi's stuck. You stuck with Kawhi. Paul George a free agent, player option. If he leaves, you got to let him go. You got to build something else. You got to bring players around Kawhi that are leaders that are going to play, and just start over. Like, what's the point of so many expectations? You started out slow. You get James Harden. They had the second. They were number 1 in the West before the All-Star break, and then the losing happened again. And you want to be in the 4th seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody picked them to beat the Mavs. I didn't. I picked the Mavs to beat them because I just knew. So if I'm a Suns fan, a Clippers fan, I'm done. Forget tight. I'm done. I'm all done. Marky, go ahead, bro.
It's tough. I feel like the Clippers have been through so much. These guys just can't catch a break. But this whole trading for injury-prone, half-washed superstars they got to end this trend, man. I'm just like, what is this? What is this league doing? Like, you're buying people who can play 50 games. You're not winning titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and honestly, I think a big part of it, a lot of these guys, like a Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron James to an extent, even AD, Zion, you see what they can do, but they're never there when you need them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot of nostalgia, especially with the older guys. You watch Paul George dominate in Indiana, give LeBron James headaches. You watch what Kawhi did in San Antonio. You watch them carry Toronto to a title. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're a little washed. They're a little older. The league's got to stop doing this. But I'm tight of the Clippers fan, man, because this team on paper has so much potential.
They have so much potential.
So much potential. If Paul George and Kawhi Leonard could stay healthy for 75 games, 70 to 75 games, they're the 1 seed easily.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joaquin.
I'm tight on the Clippers. Yeah, man. I mean, Kawhi. Look, I picked him to win in Toronto when he went there, and it's like, I don't know, man. The injuries, Paul George injured. Harden, I don't know what he be doing out there. I know he
7
scored
points. 7 points in Game 5. That's the game you needed. On your home floor, you scored 7 points. Your team got beat by 30. Your team got beat by 30. Yeah. You scored 7 points.
And the crazy thing is, like, I like what's his name? Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann. I like bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he got potential. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you get rid of Harden. I don't know.
So Lex, my man.
I'm going with you, bro. I'm tight and I'm done. Like cemetery.
That's it. Plain and simple. That's how we do it. Point blank. Period. It's over with. We done. I don't want to hear no more. You don't get a second chance. It's over with. It's it. Relationship's done. Friendship's done. It's over with. All right. Last but not least, the Los Angeles Lakers. Marky and I did an NBA preview. I picked the Lakers to win the championship. That was wrong, obviously. Man. Marky, let's start with you, man. I mean, listen, they lost to the Nuggets in 5. It was a hard-fought series. They led by double digits in every damn game. How does that happen? Every damn game you lead by double digits and you lose in 5. In 5. Not in 7, in 5.
It should have been 4.
Whatever. 5. Marky, what's up, man? Talk to me, man. How you feeling if you're a Lakers fan?
It depends on which Kool-Aid you drank this offseason.
I drank. You know what Kool-Aid I drank.
If you drank the we're winning the title, I'm pissed. But if you drank the we're going to be competitive, I'm good. Because, again, LeBron's pushing 40. AD looks like the dude's come into his own. But, again, he's always hurt. There's not really a lot of talent on that roster. They are who they are. They're a 6 to 8 seed, a play-in team. They're not winning no titles like this with this age. LeBron at 40. I mean, they kind of already said it when they got eliminated, saying we'll do whatever we can to get Bronny here with LeBron. Now they're just here for the money and selling tickets. The Lakers aren't trying to win a title. They're trying to just stay relevant at this point. So like I said, it depends on which Kool-Aid you drank. If you're like, yeah, we're going to be competitive, You're not that upset. You might be because you led in double digits in most games. But again, age has shown they can't run. You can't run LeBron 48 minutes anymore.
Right.
So, but if you drank the whole, we're
Mhm.
winning it, you're pissed. But I just feel like this is who the Lakers are. They're a good team. They're not a great team. They're going to need the ball to bounce a lot their way to make a title run, in which it's not going to bounce their way.
Lex, what's up?
I'm pretty much, if I'm a Lakers fan, I'm kind of like, all right, because you know some people still got their heartfelt ties into LeBron. You know what I mean?
Like you?
They just die hard. I never been a LeBron fan. What you know what I'm saying? I never ever been a LeBron fan. You feel me? Like, because I mean, we can talk arguments all day. Like them comparing LeBron to MJ, it's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I think LA is more of a popularity contest just to play on the Lakers, if you ask me personally. But he got some diehard fans that's gonna follow him to the day he say he gonna, you know what I'm saying, retire. So I'm all right as a Lakers fan because they just gonna have his back regardless.
Wakil.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm tight on the Lakers, man. I mean, you got the only reason why LeBron went to LA because he wanted to get his movie deal out there.
Get the
That
fuck
was
out
it.
of here.
That is
That's
why.
it.
That's the main reason why he's there.
That is why he went out there. AD, that's my boy. I mean, he from the Chi. He was trying to come into his own. I mean, but yeah, I don't know, man. Lakers they garbage, bro.
All right.
Yeah, they're just not a very good team. Like,
Right.
I kind of
Yeah,
feel like
like-
this is where we saw them. I mean, they had a chance to win this series, but this is where they should be.
I like some of the pundits out there drank the Kool-Aid of, you know what? Gabe Vince is not great, but he's a three-point shooter. Jackson, hold on, Jackson, stop laughing. Jackson Hayes can rebound. Christian Wood is tall, height, you can rebound. I just thought physically okay, they'll be able to out-rebound teams, play good defense, and they're gonna win like that. And you obviously got what's my man's name? Austin Reeves coming into his own. Pardon me, D'Angelo Russell, excuse me, would get better and play better in the big moments. He didn't do that, obviously. Yeah, he averaged 18 in the regular season, 11 in the playoff. He scored 0 points in game 3. 0 points in game 3. So I'm just, as a Lakers fan, man, I'm done. Like the Suns, I'm done. Like, what do you do? Because like y'all are saying the same thing. This is where they're gonna be at. If you keep this team, or if you add another piece, it's just gonna be the 6 or 7 or 8 seed, or in out the playoffs at a period. LeBron's coming back. He said he's gonna pick up his option. That's $50 million. 50. $50 million you're gonna owe him. Plus what you owe AD. That's your 2 superstars. You can't get a third in there. You know what I'm saying? Now you might trade for Trae Young. What's Trae Young really gonna do for the Lakers? He can score.
Nothing.
Is he gonna defend? He's gonna get picked on in the West. In the West, he's gonna get picked on out there. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray. What's my man's name?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what I was talking about. De'Aaron Fox. They're gonna cook him. They're gonna cook him. Steph Curry. They're going to cook him. Booker. You know what I mean? He's gonna Booker. He's gonna get cooked in the West. He's gonna get cooked in the West. No, you can't get him. DeJounte Murray, he's already played out West. Okay, I can see that, but I don't think he's a point guard. So if you're gonna have LeBron play the point, DeJounte Murray play the shooting guard, then you got AD. You build around that, maybe, but I still don't know. So they just I'm tight because the Lakers are here. You're not gonna get anywhere else when you rebuild after when you look at life after LeBron and you rebuild. That's what it's gonna be.
If the Lakers,
pretty much, yeah.
Their setup seems a lot like LeBron when LeBron was in Miami. You know, get 2 mega superstars. I mean, you can call Chris Bosh the 3rd superstar, but he really wasn't much.
But they won 2 championships, though.
But they won 2. But if you look, the Lakers are built. Surround LeBron with guys who can do other things. Catch and shoot, rebound. They can stuff like that. LeBron's 40, dude. That whole through LeBron, you got to stop.
Can't do it.
This got to go through. You got to get either LeBron with a shooter or AD with a shooter. You got to have a two-headed monster with that third person being Chris Bosh. And I think where LeBron is in his career, he needs to play that Chris Bosh role. And he'll do it way better because he's still fucking LeBron. But you need to get someone who can play similar to a D Wade, like maybe a Jimmy Butler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can get someone in there who can dog it out with them, I think they can do this. But you owe LeBron 50, you owe AD. Like, who are you really going to get?
Right. Got you. All right. Cool. That concludes this edition of Tight Eye. Thank you so much for playing, gentlemen. When we come back from the break, we're going to get into our picks for the NFC and AFC East after the draft. Stay tuned for that. And also, we're going to get into Patrick Beverly and what he did because he's a bozo. And we're probably going to disagree on that. So, remember, like, subscribe, share, comment, stick and stay Fanatical Massholes. If you change this YouTube channel, we'll find you and come rip out your cable. Oh, to Stuart Scott, if y'all know who Stuart Scott is. Fanatical Massholes, Bizzo, Marky, Wakil, Lex. We'll be right back after this.
Y'all fly forever. Y'all fly forever. Ayy, y'all fly forever. We real as it get. Never say never. We know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever. Go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever. We real as it get. Never say never. We know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever. Go get you the drip.
Yo. This is everything. Welcome back to the Fanatical Massholes show. Got my guys still here with me. Lex, Wakil, Marky. All right. Now we're talking about the division winners in NFL after the draft. Post-draft is what we're going with. Let's start in the AFC East. You know the key additions for each team. You know, as far as draft picks, running backs, all that. You study them. Jets, Mike Williams, Teron Smith, Hassan Reddick. They drafted Malachi Corey, Olu Afashino, Braylon Allen, Jordan Travis, things like that. The Pats, Drake May. Who else they got? Joe Milton, which I don't know, and key additions, really, Austin Hooper, Antonio Gibson, Dolphins, obviously, they just added, who they just add?
Odell.
Damn. Odell. They just added Odell Beckham, Jonnu Smith, Shaq Barrett, Kendall Fuller, Jordan Poyer. They drafted Chop Robinson, Malik Washington. So they come forward. And the Bills, man, I like Keon Coleman, Cole Bishop. They drafted Ray Davis, running back from Kentucky. Let's see who else they got. And then obviously their additions, who they got? Frank Gore Jr. They signed him on undrafted free agent. Chase Claypool, I don't like. I don't get that move. Matt Collins, Curtis Samuel, Lyle Collins to protect him. I get it. Casey Toohill from my Commanders. Rasul Douglas, cornerback. I like it. You know what I'm saying? So now that I ran down a little bit of it, I'm sure y'all, looked up on it as well. I'm gonna start with Lex Diamond. Paul, Lex Diamond. Who's winning this division?
I'm going for the AFC East. I'm going with the Dolphins off top. I like what they was doing last year. They had a couple mishaps. Now, as far as the rookies, well, you want me to tell you both teams who I both picked, the Dolphins and the NFC East? You want
just the AFC East right now.
Okay, so AFC. So I went with the Dolphins just for the simple fact I like the weapons that Tua. I like the weapons he's gonna have. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Odell Beckham, Raheem Start, Devon, Chain, Jalen Wright, Juno Smith. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I'm really digging the weapons he gonna have. So he gonna be shooting it out. You know what I'm saying? As long as he can stay healthy. So I'm going with the Dolphins for the AFC East off top.
The hell no. Wakil, what's up, Wakil? Go ahead. Who you got?
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna say the Bills, man. That list that you just ran down.
Back up, your whole head's out of the camera. Get back. There you go. Move to the camera.
That list that you ran down from what they picked, from when they picked or whatever. I like what they did. I think they addressed a lot of stuff they needed, and I kind of see why they got rid of Diggs. So until the Dolphins could show the consistency, I'm going with the Bills.
All right. Marky.
This is the Bills division until it isn't the Bills division. That's just the way I look at it. Miami, yeah, they've done some nice things, but Mike McDaniel, he's like 1-10 or 1-11 against teams with winning records. So that's always going to be something that's going to hang over their head. And not only that, if you look at their schedule, 9 of their away games are with cold teams. They got to go to Buffalo. They got to go to Cleveland. They got to go to Green Bay. They got to go to New England. They got to go to the Jets. They got to go to Seattle. They're not, if they're outside of their element or not in a dome, this team's not very good.
That's true.
That's been shown the last 3 years. So in Buffalo, cold weather team, they can get it done wherever they go. They just kind of can't get it done in the playoffs. But this is Buffalo's division until it's not Buffalo.
All right. Great picks. All three of you guys, great picks. The winner of this division is going to be the New York Jets. Yes, I've been with you guys crapping on the New York Jets all season, all last season.
It was shitting on
to
them.
get it done, though. Yeah, shit. I'm sorry. Let me say it the way we should say it. Shitting on them. We've been shitting on them all season, and deservedly so. But I think they're going to win the division this year. I like the draft picks. I like what they did. I like, obviously, Hassan Reddick, Mike Williams, Tyron Smith. Their defense is pretty damn good. No one's going to score on these guys. No one's going to score on these guys. And I think Aaron Rodgers is going to stay healthy enough to at least get him the division. He's on a mission to prove something because all the Jets do is get clowned. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they're a laughing stock like that. So I got the Jets winning it. I don't like the Dolphins. You know what I mean? So if I'm going to rebut what Lex said, I don't like the Dolphins at all. I don't like the Odell move. Jonathan Smith is cool, but I just don't know. I mean, I like that Mike McDaniel called out Tyreek Hill after they lost to the Chiefs, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. And as far as the Bills, I like what they did. I like Keon Coleman. He's not fast though. He's not Stephon Diggs. He's not going to stretch the field. He's not going to take the top off the defense. You need that. But Curtis Samuel's fast, but Curtis Samuel's he's a yak guy. So get him into him in space, let him make plays, let him create. That's what he is. You still need that. You're missing that. So if they're going to be a run-dependent team, then the Bills will be something. But if not, I got the Jets, man. I got the Jets. That's why I got winning division.
I mean, yeah, I almost picked the Jets, but the additions Buffalo did, this division, they're not going to be airing it out. They're not throwing 40, 50 times a game. It's going to be a very balanced offense. The receivers they all brought in are all blocking receivers. Okay. They brought in some offensive line help. They brought in Frank Gore. They're going to need someone who can get the tough yards when James Cook is off the field. They're going to use him a lot. I think Buffalo might be able to finally get this right.
Anybody else got any rebuttals? No? Cool.
No.
All right. Now let's go to the NFC East. You know, see what the Cowboys did. Not much in the offseason. They bring back Zeke, Royce Freeman, Martavis Bryant. I mean, not guys you don't know. We know Royce Freeman. He's played for the Broncos. He was cool. Draft picks wise, they got tackles, Tyler Guyton. They got an edge rusher, Marshawn Nealon, another guard, Cooper Beebe, Murray Slafu, linebacker, Kalen Carson, cornerback, Ryan Florno, wide receiver. They lost Michael Gallup. You know what I'm saying? They obviously lost Tony Pollard. That's why Zeke is there. I don't know, man. Like, so, but obviously the Eagles. The Eagles did great. Their draft was great. Eagles are stacked. From Quinyon Mitchell, the draft pick, Cooper DeJean. I mean, Will Shipley, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Johnny Wilson. I love Johnny. He's from my Florida State Seminoles. So is it Keon Coleman, but I love Johnny Wilson. You know what I'm saying? So, and obviously Saquon Barkley, Bryce Huff. Eagles is going to be good. Paris Campbell, wide receiver. Eagles going to be good. Giants, did they think with Malik Neighbors, Tyler Nubin, as Marky stated last week, Andrew Phillips, Theo Johnson, tight end, running back, Tyron Tracy, linebacker, Darius Mufaso. Additions, they got Jalen Mills. Jalen Mills is all right, man. He's a good cornerback. Gunnar Olszewski? No, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, so Drew Lock is going to be competing with what's my man's name?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Why can't I get this dude's name? Anyway, Miles Boykin. You know what I'm saying? So, but obviously then we lead to my Commanders. Did what they did. Jalen Daniels, Jazon Newton, Mike Sanistrell, Ben Sinnott, Brandon Coleman, Luke McCaffrey, Jordan McGee, Dominic Hampton. Their safeties are safety. Edge rusher Javante Jean Baptiste. Again, Ben Sinnott's a tight end. Cornerback is Mike Sanistrell. The defensive tackle is Jazon Newton. Obviously, we know what Jaden Daniels is. Key additions, though. Adding out Austin Eckler. Adding a Dante Fowler. Adding an experienced guy like Bobby Wagner. Bringing back Jeremy Reeves. Olamide Zacchaeus, wide receiver. I think they took it for the Eagles. Anthony Pittman, linebacker, I'm sorry. Tyler Biadasz, center. We needed that. Again, they are allergic to really bolstering this offensive line like they should. I like what my Commanders did. But overall, if I had to pick, I'm not going to go first. Actually, I'm going to go first.
Wow.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Wow.
I'm going to go first. I'm going to pick, I want to pick my Commanders so bad, dude. I do, but I can't do it. I'm going to go with the Eagles, man. I'm going with the Eagles.
There you go. Go ahead.
Whatever, man. Go ahead, Wakil. Since you said it.
No, I'm going with the Eagles, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
6-0 in the division this year.
Yeah, right. Let's put some money on it. When
6-0.
they play the Commanders, let's put some money on it. It's gonna be double. It's gonna be double because that's not your real team. So that's why. Just know that.
Yeah, that's good. Lex.
I'll with that. Lex, who you got winning the division?
I'm going with the Cowboys. I like that they kept Zeke. I like that they I'm looking at their picks, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like they really trying to improve on their defense. And some of their picks was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with the Cowboys because I don't like none of them other teams in that division at all.
I'm going with Philly. They had the best draft out of anyone. They're loaded already. I do have your Commanders coming in second in the division, though.
Thank you.
I do. I do because I have Dallas absolutely falling apart. And I have the Giants. They're the Giants. They'll be at the
Giants. I agree with that.
The Cowboys, dude, you don't have a running back. You only have CeeDee Lamb and a 30-year-old or 31-year-old Brandon Cooks. Your defense is good, but you lost Dan Quinn. Can the guy come in and use them right? Mike McCarthy. I think that Green Bay loss is gonna resonate with them all season. To get their scores blown off like that,
they got exposed.
Like you got exposed. So that's why I have the Commanders at second. They could push for first, but Philly's just too stacked.
Man,
they're loaded.
Yeah. All right. That's our edition. That's our NFC and AFC edition of our division winners after the draft. Next week it will be we'll do the South. We'll do the South division of each conference. So stay tuned for that. All right. Let's get to our lock before we get to our bozo or a guy we want to talk about that could be the bozo. So I'm gonna start with I'll go. Go ahead. I'll go first while you getting yours together. So I went off baseball. I got the Guardians minus 1.5 runs over the Angels. I got the Mariners plus 1.5 runs against the Astros. I got the Brewers minus 1.5 at the Cubs, and I got the A's money line minus 146 hosting the Marlins, and I got the Braves minus 1.5 runs at the Dodgers. That's what I got. Lex, what you got?
Yo. So speaking of which, man, me and Wakil got this rivalry going on. So, Brewers and the you know what I'm saying, Cubs. I'm going for the Brewers straight up. Yo, and anything too. Let me give a shout out to I know a lot of people probably don't watch the AHL, but I keep up with it since Milwaukee got a team. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm shouting out the Milwaukee Admirals right now. They up in the playoffs playing the Texas Stars. You know what I'm saying? And they little Cadwell Cup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with the Milwaukee Admirals straight up. And then for the NHL, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, I want to bring this to a topic as far as like betting is concerned. The AHL is going to have some type of affiliation with every NHL team. So they're going to be switching. Yeah, but now they're going to make it off top where the players could be going back and forth, or they'll be loading up players, or just all only have they certain teams who they'll mess with if they need to send somebody back or grab something new for a new squad. So shout out to that. I'm going for the Bruins straight up in this new series, you know what I'm saying, with the Florida Panthers. As far as basketball, Timberwolves straight up and Pacers straight up. Got to give it to them.
Got you. All right, we'll pick those after though. We'll definitely pick those. We'll pick those after. But I like that. I like that. I like that. Marky, what do you got?
I don't got any locks. I didn't get a chance to put them together, but I'll go through it right now. I'll see what I can put together. I definitely today.
You don't.
I mean, obviously the Magic and the Cavs are already underway, and I picked the Magic to win, so they're definitely my lock. Baseball today. Who do we got playing right now?
Woo-hoo! Woo! Magic shutting down Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell
Yeah,
out.
there. I'll take
41-18.
I'm gonna take the Sox over the Twins.
Of course.
And you know what? I'll take the Braves over the Dodgers.
Okay.
And then
Money line on all, right?
yeah, money. I'm taking them all straight up.
Got you.
Right. You know what? I'll throw an upset out there. I'll say the White Sox beat the Cardinals.
Okay. Got you. All right. Wakil, what do you got?
All right. So my one NBA pick for tomorrow, I got the Nuggets getting revenge. They got them at a 5.5 point favorite. I think the spread should be larger than that because I think that one game with Minnesota was an anomaly.
You sure?
So,
Anthony Edwards went off on him now.
Okay. But they're the defending champs though. So
okay. All right, bet.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Denver. From that one, my Major League Baseball picks. Cubs and Brewers, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with the Cubbies, of course. I think we win by 2 points. So I'm taking the Cubs.
So the Cubs, what? Plus they played plus 1.5, right? Because they were minus 1.5.
Yeah. Plus one. Yeah.
Because the Brewers are favored to win this game today.
Yeah. So
all right. Good.
Okay, and then I'm taking Philly over the San Francisco Giants. I think they was minus 1.5 too. So I'll take that.
I'll tell you. Phillies are Phillies are no, they're plus 1.5. They're plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5. Okay.
Okay, who you got? Two more.
And then the White Sox and Cardinals game, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals or whatever. I'm gonna take the over with the Cardinals.
Just the runs?
Yeah.
So over and on runs. Runs is what? 7.5. All right, what's the last one?
Last one is the Bruins. The Bruins play tomorrow, right? I think. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I got the Bruins. I got the Bruins winning that game against Florida.
Money line?
Game one. Yeah, money line. I'm gonna go with the money line.
All right, bet. All right. All righty then. Now, let's get to before we get up out of here. Let's get into Patrick Beverly. So before we look though, Orlando up 35-20 over the Cavs. About 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Yeah, man. Donovan Mitchell gonna be out. He's leaving. So all right, here we go. Patrick Beverly though, man. So during the game, he's seen tossing the ball at a fan twice. Yes, they threw the ball to him. He threw it back. He's going to get suspended for that. I'm not really tripping on that. That's crazy. He should have just let it go. But what really kind of got me like, come on, Pat. Like him disrespecting a reporter who he asked her, do you subscribe to my podcast? Are you subscribed? She said no. Basically told her to get out of his face, get the mic out of my face, disrespected her and not anybody else there. It doesn't matter if it was a female or a male. The fact you singled one person out like that because whatever you were going through, nah, man, disrespectful. You out of pocket. You a bozo for that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, dog, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And Patrick Beverly, to me, you're on your last legs. You know what I'm saying? Like for that, to you to do something like that, like you holding some weight, or if your podcast that successful. From what I know, this podcast ain't even top 20. So what you doing? You know what I mean? Like what that exactly? Like what are you doing? What you doing, Pat Bev? You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Enough. Like, come on, look. There's if you ever watch this shit movie, it's called The Social Network, with the story of Mark Zuckerberg. At the end of the movie, he asked his girl out on a date. She said no, and she was like, "Yo, Mark." She said to him, "Mark," and I hope I got this right. She said, "Mark, it's not that you are an asshole; it's that you try too hard to be an asshole." Patrick Beverly tried too hard to be an asshole in that instant. In that instant, we know he's on edge. He's edgy. He's rough around the edges. But in that instance, you was trying too hard to be a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, that ain't the way. That's just not the way. So that's how I feel about that, man. You know what I mean, how y'all feel? Go ahead, Lex.
I mean, he got caught up. He got emotional. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you still getting paid at the end of the day, so he got a little emotional. Yeah, it was uncalled for, but in the heat of the moment, with all the emotion with that game, some people make them mistakes. I don't say you could just judge them from that. So it is what it is.
Let me make sure I say this. I'm not judging him. That instance that was fucked up. Messed up. But I ain't judging him. That's not how I get down. I'm not saying you saying me, but I'm saying I want to make sure I clarify it. I'm not judging Patrick Beverly as a person. Whatever he did, that's not my business. I'm saying in that instance, right then and there, like, bro, you went too far. Like, that was crazy. You know what I mean? You was out of pocket, way out of pocket. Go ahead, Joaquin.
Patrick Beverly, what he did, yeah, he got emotional, but I feel like he always stirred a pot in the league. He said the craziest stuff. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like him. You know what I'm saying? Because he just don't care. He just don't care.
That instance was wrong, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
No, it was wrong. I'm not promoting that. It was something that he should have did. I mean, you don't throw a ball at the fan, but then there's fans that do crazy stuff to, the players and stuff too, heckle them. You know what I'm saying? Spin at them. I done heard all types of wild stuff.
Right. Listen, yeah. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is that I'm gonna let Marky go, but then I'm gonna tell you where I was coming from when I brought this up, though. Go ahead, Marky.
I mean, listen, I don't agree with it, but I think Nick Wright did enough trashing of Pat Bev for me to even talk on it. That's just the way I look at it. He went on for 5 straight minutes, and I didn't see one lie. I didn't. So anyone wants to know how I feel, listen to what Nick Wright said. I mean, he hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah, first things first is the name of the show. He basically just said, look, you did this, you hit Chris Paul in the back after he was losing, you ran up on him, it's just some things that he did. It's just like, come on, Pat. You know what I mean? And even then, we kind of let it go, but this was kind of like, look, at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to talk to the press either if I was an athlete. But that's part of the gig, though. You sign your contract, that's it. You got to talk to them. You don't single one person out, regardless of a sex or race. I'm not even trying to make it like that. I don't want to paint, she's a female. Nah, it shouldn't be about that. It's period, point blank. You singled one person out and said, hey, you subscribe to my podcast. Go away. Get your camera on my face. To one person. Bro. Do that to everybody. Get up. Do it to the whole media and get up and say, you know what? Do y'all subscribe to my podcast? No, I'm out. Even then, I'm still going to be like, you're a bozo, but I get it. You singled one person out. And man.
I do kind of feel like I feel the same way, but I also do feel like it looks way worse as a grown-ass man for you to talk to a woman like that. I do kind of feel like that is way more disrespectful than, say, if he were to talk to even any reporter, but to call, like, you're a grown-ass man and you're going to treat women like that.
Yeah,
not only was the reporter a woman, but the fan you threw the ball at was a woman.
Woman. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like, that's how I feel about that. It does, to me, it would strike a little bit differently if it were dudes. The fact that you're supposed to be this big, bad, tough guy and the first 2 people you attacked are women just shows me you're a clown.
Yeah. All right. Let's end on a great note real quick before we get out of here. Conference semifinals. Do we got the Celtics beat either one of these teams that's playing right now in the 7th game?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Knicks, Pacers. Who y'all got?
Knicks.
Pacers.
Joaquin.
I got the Knicks.
Yeah, I got the Knicks.
Are you serious?
I got the Knicks too. All right. Okay.
Hey, I'm
Out
reality.
west. Out west. Minnesota's already up 1-0. Anthony Davis, they balling. Is that? Do you think it ends like that? Minnesota wins. We got the Nuggets. Who we got?
Nuggets is 6.
I got the Wolves.
I got Nuggets in 7.
I got.
7.
I want to say the Wolves, but I got the Nuggets too. I got the Nuggets in 6. Last one. Oklahoma City, Dallas. Who you got?
Oklahoma is 6. Oh,
Okay. Nah, you said it. Go ahead, Lex.
I got Oklahoma.
That's gonna be a good series. But I'm gonna go Dallas because I think the inexperience on OKC eventually is gonna. I think the moment at some point is gonna get too big.
Got the Mavs too. I got the Mavs in 6. I got every conference semifinal going in 6. That's what I got going on. That's what's gonna happen. I think that's gonna happen like that. Obviously next round for the hockey. Yeah, you know I got my Rangers. My Rangers gonna do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Rangers gonna dust off. They're gonna dust the Carolina Panthers off. Good night. And I got the Panthers beating the Bruins. You know what I'm saying? Out west, I know Las Vegas and Dallas are still playing. So, you know. So that's what I got going. We'll get to that. We'll get into that some other time, but that's what it is. All right, y'all. It's been a great show. You'll catch us on Straight Drop Viral later on today as well. But thank you so much for watching the Fanatical Massholes show. Next week, again, we'll be talking about the NFC and AFC South. Tune in for that, and we'll give you more stuff that's going on in the sports world. Again, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Big Belly Barbecue, Young Fly Forever, Walk Hill, Marky, Lex, it's your boy Mizzo. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all be good. Y'all.
Y'all fly forever.
Turn that shit up, Joe.
Ayy, I'm fly forever, we real as it get. Never say never, we know for them hits. Feeling that weather you put on your fit. Y'all fly forever, go get you the drip. Y'all fly forever.